the reign of the wide-leg trouser, a dominant force in men's and women's fashion for several seasons, may be nearing its end. Trend forecasters predict a significant shift with the burgeoning indie sleaze aesthetic and its characteristic narrow trousers poised to usurp the baggy silhouette's prominence. From Paul Mescal's Gucci ensemble at last year's Oscars to COS's Autumn 2024 collection, voluminous trousers have undeniably held center stage. However, the tide is turning, and 2024 promises a dramatic alteration in sartorial landscape. This stylistic change, while seemingly abrupt, is not entirely unexpected. Trend forecaster Sean Monahan, the same visionary who coined the term normcore a decade ago, introduced the equally evocative, if somewhat ambiguous, concept of a vibe shift to articulate the unpredictable nature of fashion's cyclical evolution. This vibe shift encapsulates the ephemeral nature of cool, explaining how trends, once considered cutting-edge, can quickly become passé. In his forecast for 2025, Monahan boldly predicts the resurgence of skinny jeans, a sartorial comeback that reflects a broader shift in aesthetic preferences. Adding credence to this prediction is Depop, the popular secondhand marketplace favored by Generation Z and often considered a reliable barometer of emerging. Depop anticipates the rise of the new indie vanguard, a style movement for which skinny jeans are a defining characteristic. They've christened this aesthetic this year's Brat Summer, highlighting its unique and distinctive flair. The skinny jeans' previous reign of dominance began around 2005, coinciding with Hedi Slimane's influential Dior Homme collection. This collection is widely considered the launchpad for the slimline aesthetic, often retrospectively labeled indie sleaze, which subsequently flourished. Cheap Monday jeans, embodying the essence of this style, became emblematic of the trend, as did the fashion choices of figures like Pete Doherty. The appeal transcended gender and body type, underscoring the widespread adoption of the slim-fitting silhouette. The transition from the voluminous wide-leg trousers to the more fitted indie sleaze aesthetic signifies more than just a change in silhouette. It reflects a broader cultural shift in fashion sensibilities. The baggy trouser, representing comfort and a certain nonchalance, yields to a more tailored, refined, and arguably more rebellious look. The resurgence of skinny jeans, a staple of the early 2000s, is not simply a nostalgic throwback, but rather a strategic repositioning of a classic silhouette within a newly defined aesthetic framework. The indie sleaze movement, with its embrace of a slightly grungier, more raw aesthetic, provides a counterpoint to the polished minimalism that has previously dominated fashion trends. This shift underlines fashion's inherent dynamism, its perpetual cycle of reinvention and reinterpretation of established styles. The return of skinny jeans, therefore, isn't just about a specific garment. It represents a complete repositioning of attitude and style, mirroring the unpredictable and ever-evolving nature of fashion itself. The question remains, will this indie sleaze revival prove to be a fleeting trend or a lasting style revolution? Only time will tell.